Ambient Creations. Ambient Creations is a company which has introduced two types of innovative outdoor advertising solutions to the Sri Lankan market. Okay, let's see what these innovative outdoor advertising solutions are. The first type of outdoor advertising media introduced by Ambient Creations to the market is Trackable vehicle branding. You must have already heard about vehicle branding. Vehicle branding is simply using vehicle surfaces for advertising purposes. Ambient Creations does this in a different way. In addition to the vehicle branding services they offer, they provide more details about the advertising campaign to the client through their centralized system. So what they do is they connect all the vehicles used in vehicle branding to a centralized system, and they provide detailed analytics about the advertising campaigns to the client through that system. So the second sort of unique advertising solution offered by Ambient Creations to the market is Trackable bus screen advertising. You must be already knowing that in most of the buses in Sri Lanka, there's a television installed nowadays so that passengers can watch this television while traveling. So what Ambient Creations does here is using those televisions for advertising purposes. So these are the two types of advertising media introduced by Ambient Creations. We will discuss them individually later. So for the moment, let's take a look at what are the attractive attributes common to both of these advertising solutions. Both of these advertising solutions are accompanied by an application software, and through that software they have automated a lot of their processes. Also, with this automated system, they have been able to offer more analytics about the advertising campaigns for their client, as we already discussed. And most importantly, both of these advertising solutions are more cost effective when compared with other outdoor advertising solutions available in the market. So as we already know, a lot of companies have cut down their advertising budgets these days due to the pandemic situation, and this is a good opportunity for those companies to advertise outdoor at a lower cost compared to prevailing outdoor advertising solutions in the market. And also, Ambient Creations is expecting to launch more new innovative advertising solutions to the market in future. Okay, let's take a detailed look at Trackable bus screen advertising. So now you see a picture on the screen. This is a picture of an inside of a bus, and you see there is a television installed inside this bus. And what Ambient Creations does here is basically using these televisions for advertising purposes. Simply they play advertisements on these screens. So at the moment there are 75 bus screens available with Ambient Creations in Colombo district, and they are in active state. Also, there are 125 inactive devices which have not been installed in buses, but they are available with Ambient Creations. So if they want to expand the number of screens available with them, they just have to install these units in buses. At the same time, this market is less competitive because there are only two organizations offering the same service to the market, and also they are not up to the standard of Ambient Creations, and they do not offer the same level of analytics to the client along with their service. So let's see the attractiveness of this advertising solution. Firstly, this is an advertising solution which carries a significant margin for the company. Secondly, the client will be able to target a sizable audience at a lower cost with this advertising solution, and it is going to be a good selling point when it comes to advertising. And Ambient Creations has automated their processes through their systems. So this has simplified their operations, and as we already know, this is an untapped market. There are only few organizations offering the same service in the market. Also, this provides more attractive features for the client along with the main service. Basically, these are the detailed analytics that we have already discussed. Okay, let's take a look at the trackable vehicle branding as well. So now you see two pictures on the screen. One is a three-wheeler and the other one is a car. So both of these vehicles are designed in a way which elaborates a brand message, so which is actually in this case the brand message of Ambient Creations. So this is what vehicle branding is. Currently they offer this service only with trucks and cars, and they are expecting to expand into vans, lorries and buses in future. So as we already discussed, they use a particular software to connect all these vehicles to a centralized system. So through that they will offer more analytics about the advertising campaigns to the client. Ambient Creations gather all these vehicles for advertising purposes through a mobile application. So far around 500 vehicles have registered with Ambient Creations through this mobile application. And similar to bus screen advertising solution, this also carries a reasonable margin for the company. Okay, let's see the advantages of using trackable vehicle branding for the client. Firstly, they can track the live location of all the vehicles that they have advertised with the web portal provided by Ambient Creations to the client, and using the same portal they can get other information and analytics related to their advertising campaign. And here Ambient Creations uses a specific method of designing to design artworks of vehicles, and we call them ambient designs. These type of designs uses the shape of the vehicle and the color of the vehicles in a creative manner to present the brand message in a prestigious way. And finally, this is cost-effective advertising for the client when compared with similar outdoor advertising media such as hoardings. So for the same cost of advertising in one hoarding, the client will be able to advertise in multiple vehicles with Ambient Creations. Let's take a look at the current status of Ambient Creations. So all the softwares that we discussed previously are fully developed and tested. And as we already discussed, 75 bus screens have already been installed in Colombo district and they are in active state. And in addition to that, 125 more units are available with Ambient Creations and they are ready to install. And the company has been able to onboard 9 clients in 2020, but they had to stop operations due to the bad effect from the pandemic situation, and they are waiting for your investment to infuse more working capital to the company to resume operations. So this is a financial overview of the project. So in the first year we cannot expect much of profits because the company will be onboarding new clients during the first year. So the first year will be a break-even year, but from the second year onwards we can expect a profitable position, and by the fourth year we can expect the revenue to exceed 150 million and the profit to exceed 50 million rupees. So the primary focus of the company should be to onboard more and more clients. So once the company passes the break-even point, it can improve profits exponentially. With these predictions, we can value this company to somewhere in between 65 million and 78 million. And the current funding requirement of Ambient Creations is 12.9 million rupees, and the founders are willing to offer 49% of an equity stake for these 12.9 million investment. And this investment is expected to generate a return on investment of 88.2% for the potential investor. Okay, let's take a look at the returns expected from this project. In the first table, you can see the return on investment computation of the potential investor. It has considered the offered stake, initial investment, and future cash flows attributable to the potential investor, and accordingly, the investor's return on investment of this project is 88.2%. So in the second table, you can see the dividend distribution plan of the company, and as you can see, in the first year there will not be a dividend because the first year is going to be a break-even year for the company, but from the second year onwards you can expect dividends out of this company. So as I already mentioned, for this 12.9 million investment, the offered stake is 49%, and that stake will be offered together with 2 board seats of the company. Here the minimum investment is 2.15 million rupees. Okay, let's see why an investor should consider Ambient Creations as a good investment opportunity. Firstly, both the advertising solutions offered by Ambient Creations are new and they have a great potential in the market. Secondly, this company is led by young, experienced founders who have the ideal mix of skills to make this project a success. And also, positive industry trends will also help these companies' growth in future. For an example, the recent poster ban and downtrend in television advertising will make these kind of alternative advertising solutions attractive in the market. And especially, the environmental friendliness of Ambient Creations advertising solutions will definitely be a competitive advantage of this company. Finally, APN Consultants has already engaged with Ambient Creations to provide the required financial and strategic consultancy services for this company throughout its early stage. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions, you can reach us anytime. Have a good day.